This video is a request I received a while ago, but I forget to make it. I did mention it in other series, but I'm going to dedicate this whole video to the topic of sleep paralysis. Now, there is a medical condition called sleep paralysis. That's relating to when you can't move between while you're really asleep and awake. There are folks that encounter that. And with some people, it has to do with their biology. Maybe they have lack of certain vitamins, or they have too much of certain hormones due to anxiety. So if it is something biological, so it's a medical thing, then the information I'm about to share here doesn't count for you. Okay? But if you think that the sleep paralysis that you encounter is not a physical thing, but it's the symptom of some paranormal activity, then listen to what I'm saying here. Sleep paralysis in a paranormal context is when a demonic spirit wants to get in a contract with you. That's really what it is. Now you may think, Rashid, how can a demon want to be in a contract with me? It works like this. In order for this to happen, we need to be in a state of anxiety, because energy on a high frequency, as happiness, joy, such intensity, the demons can't handle it, because they have become negative beings. Talking about those that were cast out of the heavens, or better, they were banned from the heavens. They lost their heavenly glory, so they can't bear anything that resembles the former heavenly glory, because they become reprobate negative entities, and they carry many diseases. Some of them, their appearance became ugly. Not all of them, but of those that were banned from the heavens, some became horrible to look at. I'll talk about that in another video. And then you also have the Nephilim spirits, who are ugly by themselves. Not all of them. For example, Apollo and Hermes are not, and Jezebel are not like that, but you get what I'm saying here. Those demons, whether they are what they call fallen angels or Nephilim spirits, they need to feed off human energy, and they can only do that when you are in a state of anxiety. If you are not in a state of anxiety, they can try to influence your energy fields just to cause some trauma, so that they can steal from you, but they can't steal from you easily if you're not in a state of anxiety. So what do those demons do? They communicate with you telepathically. How's that done? You are a spirit being. As a spirit being, you can also communicate to others spiritually. You have physical ways to communicate with others. That's through your mouth or through writing. And today we have physical technology that you can use, like the internet or WhatsApp or the phone. But you are a spirit being. You have a body, but you're not a body. You are a spirit being, so you also have spirit ways to communicate. For example, let's say that you and your wife are walking through a park, and then you see someone staring at you. You can think about your wife, and immediately you send off this vibration of fright to your wife, and your wife senses it and asks, honey, what's going on? You didn't speak to her. She doesn't even know you saw someone from afar, but spiritually you communicate with her. Now, is that telepathy? Yes, that's telepathy. Okay? Now, telepathy, as I mentioned here, is not that you literally talk to one another without using your mouths. Okay, that's what they put in the movies. Telepathy is when you send energetic vibrations to hint something to someone. This is often used in the negative. For example, when people project their fright onto you, they don't like you, so they project the frustration onto you. Then when they're around and they look angry at you, you sense it. That's telepathy. It's a use of your human energy that you emit as an energy creature to hint something. Now, demons can go further with this. Because as a spirit being, you can also receive dreams, which are processed in your brain. But the evil spirits will give you dreams that it works like this. They form a link to your energy field, and your energy field picks this up, and your soul processes it, and it's sent to your brain, and in your brain you experience it. That's how demons give you dreams. And they will give you dreams, but those dreams are to mislead you. That's how demons communicate with people. And it goes like this. If you have a nightmare or a very bad dream, and you wake up, and you don't take distance of what you experienced in the dream, the movie that the demons emit to you will remain trapped in your brain. And now you may ask, Rashid, how is it possible that demons could holographically project a movie into my brain? You are a spirit being, so you are sensitive to what happens around you spiritually. There's nothing wrong with that. The only problem is a lot of folks don't know how to deal with things spiritually. When the Holy Spirit gives you a dream or a vision, He can send it directly to your brain because He's God. But those evil spirits, they need to energetically transfer this movie onto your energy fields. Your soul will capture it and process it, and it will work out in your brain. And once it's working out in your brain, it will affect your body. And when demons give you nightmares, your body responds, because according to your brain, there's a real danger. Even though you're just asleep, your brain considers danger, so your body becomes active. And then, because your body's so active, you wake up. But because your body's in a state of fright, you can't move. And this terrifies you. And once you're terrified, you generate low energy and a low frequency. And demons feed off of it. So when you're emitting this low energy, there are some cracks in your energy fields because of this. And then demons can quickly generate a silver course, as they call it, and attach themselves to you. So let's say this happens. For example, in the image you see on the background of this video, I don't know which artist designed this drawing, but it explains what's going on when demons want to get into a contact with you. In this case, this guy is asleep. Let's say it's a guy. You have this entity, this man, bent over to him. And you have three other entities that are there to assist. You see them in the background. And the entity on top of the guy, remember, demons are faggots, so they love doing such stuff. This entity projects the movie that they've generated onto into the energy field of the guy. The soul, which is located behind the chest, then processes it to the brain, and the brain lives out this holographic movie. The demon is waiting till the body responds to the danger, because a flight response will react once the brain senses danger. The brain is just a machine. The brain can't know that it's a demon doing it. So the demon waits till you're frightened and you're waking up, but still, because you're waking up in a state of fright, you can't move. And when this happens, the three entities quickly grasp a hold of your energy field, and then they have an opening to return any time, because you didn't actually consent to it. But the way you enabled it is by not dealing with it after you woke up. And those demons will try this with believers also. But with believers, they will not get that close to the believer's body. They won't do that. But they will come a bit close, and they'll try this holographic transmission to your energy field to give you nightmares. Once you wake up after you had this paralysis, begin to praise the Lord, begin to make decrees and declarations, And if you remember a bad dream, cancel out everything that happened in a dream. Because the demons do the following. They want to program you for destruction. So it can be, for example, that you dreamt about, is that how you say it in English? Or was that you dreamed about some woman that lives in your apartment complex. You don't even know her name. You only saw her twice. But now you had a dream about her. The dream was sexual, but it was quite uncomfortable. Now what's going on here? The demons are projecting onto you what they want for you. That woman that came into your dream, remember the dream didn't really come from you, it was a projection by the demons. This woman is going through a lot of mental problems and she's about to explode. So she's a walking landmine, to put it frank. The demons know this. And the demons want to use her, because she's about to explode, they want to use her to destroy you. But you saw her twice and you didn't feel any urge to talk to her. Because somewhere you sense that something was off with her. But now the unclean spirits want to trick you into thinking that there's something special about this woman. So now that you're asleep, they emit this nightmare into you, and because it contains sexual imagery in it, with you involved, your brain is tricked in thinking it's you having sex at the moment. Because for the brain, there is no difference between fact or fiction. When the brain receives images of you doing sex acts, according to the brain, you are sexually active at the moment. So your body begins to produce the hormones, you get an orgasm, all of that, even though you can be just asleep in your room. So when this happens, your brain then makes a connection between the image of that woman and the serotonins that are released in your brain. So when you wake up and the next time you see this woman, when your brain catches the visual stimulus in which this woman is present, for example, let me say it easily, when you see this woman the next time, your brain is triggered by the connection that was made during that nightmare. So now your brain is triggered and your brain produces dopamine, serotonins, and your sexual organs become aroused, they become active, and then you think that you are attracted to this woman. That's not true. The demons conditioned you through that nightmare to think that there's something special with this woman. So now you tend to want to know more about her. And that's how you get involved with her. Maybe it's just friendship, but after a while, she lashes out against you, behind your back, and she begins to lie about you. And now she has an ex-boyfriend that wants to beat you up. Because the ex-boyfriend is so addicted to her approval, that now she lied about you, that you did something to her. Now the boyfriend comes after you. Now there's violence coming against you. Now your physical well-being is endangered. That's how those demons operate. So sleep paralysis is when the demons condition you for the doom they have in mind for you. If you would go to a fortune teller, the demons could use a fortune teller to trick you into destruction. But those demons, when they have the opportunity to condition you directly, they'll do it. That's why it's very important to not be fearful. That's why it's important not to be stressed. Your body can get this hormonal rush when there's danger, or when something needs to be done. That's not stress. That's just your flight or fight response. But when you are stressed, your energy field becomes weaker. And once you go to sleep in such a state, now you have all these holes in your energy field, and now demons can begin to transmit their dreams to your soul. And if you are a strong believer in Christ, while those dreams are going on, you as a spirit being realize, hold on a minute, it's not from God, and you can rebuke it. And once you as a spirit rebukes it, it ends. You call upon the name of the Lord. If you wake up from it, then immediately go into praise. Don't just think, oh, it's just a bad dream and move on. Once you do that, you allow the conditioning to remain. And most likely, what the demons had in mind for you will come to pass. I hope I explained to you what sleep paralysis is. And again, the information I shared is for those that knows that there's something paranormal going on. If you have sleep paralysis due to a medical condition, then deal with it in a medical manner. But if it's not due to a medical condition, but it's a result of a paranormal activity, now you know what to do. Keep agreeing with Christ and be at peace.